Boom, boom, this is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Goddess of Genesis up today. And today is going to be the last video I do on this particular game. So let me preface this by saying that nothing that I'm about to say is something that I wanted to say, okay? Because I really like this game. In beta, it was just, it was a breath of fresh air. I mean, excellent graphics, as you can see just by Lucifer there on the screen. The battle system is dynamic. It's extremely attractive, and always keeps you glued to the screen as the battle's going on, just to simply watch the action. While the naming convention is tend to be a little overdone in the fact that they've used Lucifer, Athena, and names like that, but they've done the characters in a new and refreshing way, which is also something that I enjoy immensely. But in the end, it's just I have to give them props. They did not hide the fact that when they brought the game out in global, that it was a money grab. Okay, what I don't like about that is that they should have said that from the start. They didn't. They when they had the game out in beta, they were giving what was required to level up your characters and have fun in the game. Everything was being given to you just by playing the game. So I'm going to go over a little bit about why I don't recommend playing this game. It's a whale game only. It shows the player base is dramatically decreased. It's probably not going to last year. I will be surprised if it gets. I will be surprised if it lasts longer than Overhit. Just to give you an idea of how low the actual player base is for the game, and it's simply because of what they did. It had a good player base through the beta. When they brought it out in beta and made the change that destroyed the game in global. The player base saw this, and most people stopped playing it. But I tend to, because of the fact that I like the battle, I like the graphics and stuff, I decided to go ahead and give the game a play. So I said I was going to play it till about Christmas. So I have, and they haven't changed anything. So there's really no reason to continue playing the game, because to actually fully limit break a character, just one character in this game, it's going to take you a year, unless you spend a lot of money. If you spend a lot of money buying the tickets that you need to do it, you could probably do it a lot quicker. But yeah, you're talking a year, 2 years just to fully limit break a character. Most of the time, the hero collectors like this, you fully limit break your character 5-6 months, and then you roll on to another character, and just start focusing on building different teams and stuff. You don't have time to take a year and a half just to level up a base team. I mean, that's not what I call something that's exciting. That would bore me to death. So that's why the player base has dwindled, and why the game probably won't last much longer. But they didn't hide it, okay? So and another game I'm going to talk about here. I'll probably do another video on that today. Did hide it, and I'm going to talk about that game later. But for right now, let's get back to Goddess of Genesis. All right. So basically, what happened was during global. Okay, when this game came out, they were giving us these tickets right here, the Genesis Terror tickets for playing the game. Okay, this game is a dupe shard game, and that's fine. I have nothing against shard-based games. That's just the way pretty much all mobile games operate from in standpoint. And as long as you have a mechanic inside of the game that allows you to get these dupes in a normal amount of time, it's fine. It works out pretty good. This game had that in beta. They had these tabs here, these banner tabs here, and you could pull on these tabs. Now, the chance is low. Understand that it's only a 2.2% chance that you're going to get an SSR. But if you did hit that 2.2% chance, then it was an 80% chance that it was going to be one of the characters in the banner. Okay, I just drew on this banner just 2 days ago on the Hades Dracula banner. I got lucky. Hit the 2.2 threshold for an SSR, and it turned out to be Hades. Okay, so but that's all the tickets I have left. You're only going to get about you're going to get about 60 of these tickets once you're at level 70 in the game. Okay, so that's basically that's basically 6 draws on this, and since it takes 11 dupes of a character to actually max it, as you can see, you're going to need a whole bunch more. And the only way to get these tickets is, of course, in the shop, purchasing with money. Right here, you can get 5 for $10. Okay, so that's really the only way, and that's only 5. You need 10 to do one of the pools. So you're looking at, $10 if you want to do it that way. So there's just it's just the only way to get them. An amount of them that you can actually use them to level up your character is purchasing money. So it's a money grab. It's blatant. It's up. It is what it is. The problem is in Asia, it's not. In Asia, you get them just for playing the game. It's only the global version that they've done this on, which is what makes it even more scummy. Okay, but it is what it is. So I'm not going to recommend this game. You're going to have to pay a lot of money if you want to have anything an enjoyable time in this game. The events are not, the events are the events. They are not that bad. This was Mary's Secret Garden. I went ahead and did this event. I completed this event. I went completely, completely maxed it out. As you can see, I claimed everything within here. It was farming. You had to farm a lot. And it was exceedingly difficult because there's not a lot of people playing the game. So there were numerous times where I would have to go into the game and was unable to find a team. So I had to run it solo. And it was difficult beating it solo because you needed a really high-powered team. But I did manage to get through it. But it was taking 10 stamina each time you do it in solo. They just don't give you enough stamina to run it enough. So fortunately, you get a team. You have to purchase stamina twice a day, but you can use your star stones for that. So that's not that big a deal. There was just enough stamina to get by, so I was able to complete the event, and there's still a few days left in it. So I completed it. It's done. It's called Mary's Secret Garden. I was going to get time. It ends in 1 day, so today is the last day for the event. I completed it. You got shards in the game. Now I got extremely lucky. About a week ago, I did a draw, and I managed to luckily got a draw on Starstones. I got Mary. I did not have Mary before, but I got Mary. So that Mary combined with the shards that I got from the event, I was able to bring her up to a 4-star. I noticed an increase in power, definitely. This is a very good character. I was really surprised at how effective she actually is. She is a mage, but she does excellent damage, and she has some pretty good talents like removing debuffs and stuff. So even though she's a mage, she's actually sort of a defensive type mage. She also synergizes with Dracula. And I have both Dracula and her on my team. My team is comprised of 2 actual sets. I have Lucifer and Hades, and I have Dracula and Mary as in my team. So that they synergize with each other, which allows for special skills and stuff, extra shots and stuff. So I can farm through the game fine. I'm not having any trouble with levels, but the fact of the matter is there's no way to actually build a team without paying somebody. So it's not the type of game for me. Now, the way you're going to build your team without luck is you're just going to have to buy these shards. You can get 2 a day. You can buy 2 shards for a character a day, as long as you can get these. If you go into your construction, and it's these right here, the heroic grails. You can get 2 from in here. Okay. You also get 2 if you do all of your dailies. You have to complete every single daily, and you'll get 2 more. So complete all daily quests, you get 2 more grails. Okay. So another place that you can get them is actually inside of the guild constructions, the two I showed you. Completing all your daily quests is this, and then there's the arcane trial, which is an event. If you run through this, you can get a couple more. So you can conceivably get 6 just if you play the game completely. So that's allow you to buy 2 shards for 2 characters, but that's only 2 shards. And here's where the problem is. So if you have, so for me to take, so let's say I want to buy 2 shards. So I'll buy 2 shards for a character I'm working on. One of the characters I'm working on right now, and I buy 2 shards. Okay, so that's all that you can do. So you get some more. You can buy shards for other characters, but at the most you're going to be able to buy shards for 3 characters, unless they have. I have not seen an event where they've had more of these up. So basically, it's going to be 3. You know, you'll be able to buy 2 shards for a character on a daily basis. The problem with this is that, so if you have a character that's 3, it takes 50 shards. So in 25 days, you could have them up to a 4-star character. Okay? But once they're 4-star, it's 100 shards. Okay? So it's going to take 50 days to get the character up to a 5-star. Okay? Now, once you get a 5-star, and as you can see, I don't have any. I think I might have a 5-star character, but I don't have any 5-star characters. But if I remember correctly, it is 150 shards to get, to get them up. So that's going to take about, roughly 75 days. Okay, so now you've got a 6-star character. You're not done. Okay, you're not even remotely done, because now you need to start limit breaking the character. Okay, and then and so it just keeps going. In essence, one of the persons estimated. He said using the pack system, it would take about a year and a half to fully limit break a character. So it's just not something that's feasible. It can't be done. The only way to do it is through drawing on the summon banners. That's why they have 4 of these banners up right now that require the Genesteros tickets, because that's the main mechanic that makes the game. Okay, and it's not. They took that away from us in global. Okay, when you hit level 70, you'll get a total about, I think they said 60 or 70 of these tickets. After that, you have to buy them. Okay, I'm at level 50. When I'm at 51 or 52, I'm at 52. Okay, so when I hit 60, I'll get 10 more of those Genesis Tarot tickets. Okay, so I'll be able to do 1 more pull on the good banner. Okay, and then when I hit 70, I'll get my last 10 that I will be able to get, and I'll be able to pull on it again. After that, I'll have to start spending any money. So I'm not even going to have a character fully limit broke before these. I'm not even going to have a character fully 6-star before the tickets run out on global. Okay, so that's just it. You have to just throw your luck at the generic banner right here, which uses the Destiny Tarot or the Star Stones. Okay, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to draw. And the Genesis, as I'm starting to get up in higher levels, I'm noticing that these Genesis Tarot tickets are also starting to be they're starting to run out. The main way to get them before was as you increased your character and strength, you opened up new levels, you got the tickets. But now that I've opened up most of the levels, there's not really much of those tickets left anymore. So I'm going to have to start using the Star Stones as the primary method of building those up. They're out there, but they're I don't know, it's not really enough to, you might be able to do maybe 1 pull every, I don't know, maybe every 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, you're guaranteed, if you do a 10 pull, you're guaranteed to get an SR. Okay, so like I got 2 of Pandora. So you're guaranteed to get an SR, but it's 2.2% to get an SSR. And then again, it might not be an SSR that you're wanting to work on for your team. So you're pretty much just leaving the whole thing up to chance. So I think I do have Pandora. I've not leveled her up because she's not something I want to focus on for my team. So as you can see, even though I got these Pandora shards, I can evolve her. But like I say, she's not something I'm working on for my team, so it really doesn't help me. So yeah, so that's just the way it goes. Trying to, it's just, yeah, it's not something that, it's going to be a long-term investment. You're going to have to spend a lot of money purchasing Destiny Tarot tickets to be able to level up the characters, and it's going to cost a lot, uh, several $100s per character. So I would not be so upset if they hadn't have, in beta given us those tickets for free, making everybody think that this was going to be the game mechanic. It was a good mechanic. It had a good setup. It had good battle. It had nice graphics. I mean, I was really considering going to make this one of my main games. But yeah, then when Global comes out and the tickets are gone, you no longer get them throughout the game. So yeah, that's what it is. What it is. Okay, but yeah, it's it's not a game I can't recommend. It's just not. Yeah, it's just it's just going to take way. You're not going to be able to focus on the characters you want to focus on. You're going to have to focus on what the game gives you. Doing two shards a day is just not something that I'm not going to spend an hour just to get a couple shards of a character, knowing that I'm not even remotely close to where I need to be. I tried the events. I was hoping that the events would be like a little bit more open, where they give you a lot of tarot tickets in there. So that's why I wanted to wait a little while and see a couple of the events. I thought, oh well, maybe they'll just give you like, you do an event and you'll maybe get like 20, 30 Genesis Tarot tickets. And the event, no, didn't get any in this past event. Did get shards for Mary. I did not have Mary. Unfortunately, I got a draw for Mary and got lucky. But if I did not have gotten that draw, Mary would be sitting in my bag, not being used, because she would only be 3-star, and I have a lot stronger characters. So it was fortunate that I got lucky on a draw, but you're not going to get lucky only 2.2% of the time. So it is what it is. So with that lucky draw and the shards I got within the event after completing it, which was a lot of farming, I spent probably a total of about 8 to 10 hours just constantly farming one level. I basically set it up on my emulator, my BlueStacks over here on the right side, and then just did other stuff on the main screen and just let it run, until I can. It took. I did it over the course of like 4 or 5 days, just putting an hour or hour and a half in a day, because I can't. I use both my screens for stuff, so I couldn't really tie it down that much. And since I do it on the emulator, so I can do the videos for it, you could try to stick it on your phone and just set it off to the side and run too. But I was running it from the emulator, so that's what it's just not something I can recommend. It's a nice game. It's got good graphics, but the player base is non-existent on it, and that's because of what they did monetarily. So I don't see the game very much lasting. So I would definitely not recommend it. It is definitely pretty much just give us your money, and that's what it's going to be. I don't think it's going to last very long. If it lasts past the overhit time limit, I'll be surprised. So that is what it is, and that is Goddess of Genesis S. And this is going to be the last video on it. This is the final review. Nice graphics, excellent dynamic combat system, but in global, it's not a feasible game. In Asia, it is. If you're playing the Asian version, you're still getting those Genesis Tarot tickets for playing the game. You could probably make do with it, and have some fun. It's still going to take a really long time to level up your character, even with the Genesis Tarot tickets, because even if when you do a lot of draws on this, it's only at 2.2%. I have drawn on these banners approximately 5 times so far. Okay, and I've only hit it once, and I got lucky with that Hades. All the other times I've drawn on it, I have not gotten an SSR, so I just got regular SR characters. Okay, so even if you do get a lot of these Genesis Tarot tickets, it's still going to take. It's still only 2%. These are not rate up banners. Don't think that they are. Okay, it's not a rate up. A rate up banner is when the actual drop rate right here changes. This is a rate up. This rate up has not changed. It's still 2.2%. So if you do get lucky and hit a 2.2%, then there's only an 80% chance that you'll get the character that you want for the banner, which is not bad. 80% is fairly good chance. But even then, there are times where you're going to waste a Genesis Tarot ticket. They're going to hit this 2.2 and get, oh, I got one, and you're not going to get what you want. Even then, okay. So it's just not a very, it's unfortunate because the mechanic that makes this game a feasible game has been completely robbed for us in global. So it's just not something that we waste your money on. Don't waste your time on it. It's probably not going to last very long. The player base is non-existent at this point. It's really, you'll notice it when you're trying to get teams and stuff for the arcane towers. So they're just not there. Yeah, I'd spent a lot of time just trying to find the team in the event, which was for Mary Shards. So yeah, it's just not a feasible game for us here on global. But I'm hoping the people over in Asia are having fun on it because it's still like it was in beta when it was really a pretty good setup. All right. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you've subscribed, you'll see a bell. If you do click on that bell, you will be notified whenever I drop a video. So this is Ken Rear coming at you from the corner, signing out.